Okay, the table should be posted soon. Sì, vieni, okay. So here we are. They started to play like a couple of minutes ago. We see this is a win and in for both players. This is the last turn of the Paupergeddon Pisa, and then we will cut to the top 8. One of those two players will make it and will top 8 the event. We'll get all the glory and the possibility of winning the biggest event of Pauper in Italy, and the other will just make top 16. So that's a lot of money, a lot of prestige being put on the stack right now, and looks like we saw this the deck that Casotto plays a ton in this tournament is Borosint. We already saw Casotto playing the deck from the previous round. He lost Affinity, and now we are seeing Casotto facing Carocci on Co-Gates. This is one of the most common, tricky, and long matchups because both decks have access to life gain. Both decks have access to a lot of grindy elements in form of the Modern Age, Squadron Oak, and you know, other like the cat that comes back from the graveyard, the Brainstorm, the cantrips, while the red deck has Synthesizer, Lambas, etc. So yeah, sorry, about the meta breakdown, looks like we made some mistakes, so it will be fixed, as I wrote in the in the message right now. So we will fix the affinity meta, but it looks like affinity was something around 5%, if I recall correctly. Maybe less.
8%.
Affinity is 8% of the game, of the meta currently. Yeah, we just forgot the column, of course. Like we did everything in between rounds, so with a computer that's not ours, so it was very tough to calculate. It was a very tough job to do, to be honest, but we did it. So it looks like creature with protection from the monocolor being put on the stack. I always say the wrong name, so chat, what's the actual name of the card? Because I always say Guardian of Meletis, but that's not the name. It's Guardian of something, Guild Path Guardian, something like that. But the important thing is protection from monocolor, Guardian of the Guild Path. Thank you, chat. So the only way Casotto can deal with that is the 3 mana instant that deals 4 damage, because that's both red and white. Guardian of the Guild Path. Thank you. Yeah, like I am a typical Magic player because I tend to play on Magic Online, and I only remember the artwork and the abilities of a card. I tend to forget the name real quick because for me, I never played that card in my deck, so that's just the guy that has protection from monocolors, you know. Foundry Helix, yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2 Helix in the main deck. Yeah, Casotto is playing the same 75, I think, as like that Mengu and Aizen suggested. So 2 Foundry Helix in the main deck. But still, like it's a tough card to beat. And if Carocci is able to assemble a Basilisk Gate quick, he can start to swing for a bunch. He currently has 5 gates in play. and plus base is 6, so it's just 2 turns of a clock. Modern Age currently doing some damage, some card advantage, card selection, and I think Casotto's plan now is trying to pressure with this Skyfisher, try to attack through Carocci's Squadron Ox. Looks like Carocci discarded the infamous cat that comes back from the graveyard, so it's basically a card advantage spell. Like another Squadron Oak ready to block the Skyfisher, maybe, and another Squadron Oak. So the mismatch Falcons, yeah. How many wall combos? You can see that in the meta game. I think it was. It was 2% of the meta wall combo. It was around something like 7 or 10. Okay, Makeshift Munition is another card that is creating a bit of reach in this game, followed by a Trouble Inspector. So we saw Casotto last game lost by being 1 mana short of dealing 9 damage to the opponent. Now he's attacking with that first Skyfisher that will be probably double blocked, but or I think then single blocked. Glielo staccato io. Si tappa a destra. This Crotch is the guy with bolts in his list. I will tell you in a second. No, he's playing just 2 Cast into the Fire as a red spell. But he's prepared for artifacts and enchantments, but he doesn't play any Lightning Bolt. Quite stock list with his red splash for Cast into the Fire. It's a new card, but it's still one of the best cards in the format right now, being able to create big damages versus both Affinity and Fairies.
So as you can see now, we have the meta breakdown fixed. So the new command is meta break, and with the recalculated percentage, Affinity is 7% of the meta. Still interesting.
Okay, yeah, we saw. Thank you for my wonderful collaborator. We did quite the job of writing down each deck and then calculating the meta. So it was a really tough job, but yeah.
Yeah, but we had the possibility to appreciate, I think, 5 or 6 lists that are really crazy that we'll share maybe later. Okay, so how this game is going?
So I think Casotto's plan is just to pressure Carocci's as much as possible, because Carocci has access to the Guardian of the Guild Pact that will kill Casotto in 2 swings. Remember, protection from multicolor is basically X-proof in this format, because there aren't many removals for that. Chat, do you know how like some removals for the Guardian? The only thing I can think about is the blue-black spell that does -3/-3. What's the name of that?
Yeah,
Foundry Helix is one, sure.
Agony Warp.
Crystallization, Agony Warp, I was saying about that, yes. Looks like now Carocci is attacking, since that Makeshift Munition is pressuring his true name is at home, yes. We can call that Unterminate and Unmake, yes. It's better than an X-Proof, yes, because it can be blocked. Yes, yeah. I remember I lost some recent games in the showcase due to that card, because I was playing Black Green Gardens, and when you don't draw the edicts, that is a card that solos you basically.
Colorless bot.
Colorless bot.
Yeah, Ghostfire.
Ghostfire.
Ghostfire. Ghostfire, come on.
And it looks like Karocchi is playing Expedition Map. That's quite a card. I think that's a smart choice, because it doesn't have access like a direct tutor for Basilisk Gate. We know the Naya Gates plays the Saruli Gate Creeper Vines. That's the name of the card. So it's a 2-mana or 2 green that can tutor a gate. So you with this blue-white deck lacks of access to a direct way to the Basilisk Gate, but the Expedition Map can solve that problem. I think it's a very smart card. Yes. Against Affinity, it can be blocked. Yeah, that's true. Okay, now the new command for the meta game is !meta break. Open the gates would be more mana efficient, but yes, it's green, so I think being blue-white is good enough, and then we are already splashing red for casting to the fire and Pyroblast in the sideboard, so that's good enough, I think. Yeah, one-off Expedition Map is basically the 5th Basilisk Gate. That's smart, I think. Now, I think Casotto's is really looking forward to draw that Foundry Elix and kill the Guardian. There's Synth, looping Synths, of course, that's a move we saw very often in this tournament. I think Experimental Synthesizer, one of the most played card in this Paupergeddon Pisa. Looks like the Bringer Cleric being able to answer the Modern Age, but he's still thinking about that. He has many options. Yeah, I think we will see. Like I don't know how Mango is doing, but if he ends up making top 8, he will be on camera. So don't worry about that. We already saw Mango twice or 3 times already in this tournament. We saw it on Friday. He top 8'd the event. He lost to Eisen 01 that ended up winning. So if they play at the mirror, we saw him yesterday advanced to the to game 2 at 6-1, and we saw it today. It was in the first round of the live. So if you want to see what he's playing, or are you curious about how he plays, you can see the VOD and look what's happening. So it looks like Casotto is still really thinking deep about playing that cleric. Mengu 9-2. Okay, that's interesting. So let's everyone send the energy to Mango. Hopefully he makes it. Okay, so it looks like Casotto is is shooting. Mango is playing Boros Synthesizer. Okay, so it looks like some Galvanic Blast being played. So would we think about the alpha of the format? I personally like the format because it's a battle between mid-range decks. So even if like some decks are more present than another one, I think the format is quite healthy. Like when it's a mid-range battle, like skill deck building and being prepared in a format matters a ton. So I like when formats tend to be this way. I think maybe it can be a bit stale, but maybe we will see new cards, new additions. Also, we will have Gavin, one of the designer of Wizard of the Coast, here with us during the top 8 matches. So if you have any question regarding the format, deck, the cards that are coming, make sure to type it in chat and stay tuned with us so you can interact with him. And what do you think about the format?
Okay, we can have a look at the meta breakdown. There is actually one tier one, let's say, like the two tier one. Looking at this meta, one is for sure is Barn that takes the 15% of the meta if we add the Cool Data Barn version and the Pingers Barn, also called a pin-up in the Italia community. Sure. And the second one, most present here, was really we have seen a lot of matches with mono blue fairies is 13%, but on the other side of the pie there is such an equilibrium. So BG Gardens, for me, it was really unexpected. I know that the deck can be like is a mid-range, but I don't like it a lot. And I didn't expect like more than 30 players using this deck here right now, because yeah, it seems not a good deck for a 12-round tournament. And of course, Affinity is always really loved. So thank you guys for it. Was never be Affinity under the 2%, I think, in the meta share. Altertron, okay, it was. I expected more Altertron, but it's really difficult to play, and maybe most of the people always play it online, so they are not so skilled to play that deck in real.
Okay, so
but I'm happy with the format. Like, can be we had the period where the format was like really going bad. We were talking about yesterday, like the day where the meta was split in half, like Affinity, Turbo Affinity, and Charterstorm. I think that was the worst period ever for the Pauper. So the board state is going to be complicated, but that's Foundry Helix.
Going back to the tables,
really game changing now.
We see Foundry Helix being cast on, I think, the Guardian of the Guild Pact, and then now it's a matter of, I think, blockers, and also Casotto gains back for life. I think they are keeping up with life, so it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I think it's correct. Yeah, the new golden egg is called Lembas. We saw a lot of Lembas being played by this tournament. I think, of course, being colorless, it has the ability of being played in most decks. We saw another player later, like before the tournament, that was playing for copies. Everyone just realized the card is very, very good. So I think they are counting on damage, and the game is still can still be quite swingy, I think. So Casotto is for pads, of course. Basilisk Gate is basically a diabolic edict, because ask Casotto to sacrifice a creature each turn, and he can connect with the other ones. So looks like also Casotto is empty-handed, but of course, being empty-handed with two experimental synthesizer on board is a safe way to be advanced. Looks like Karochi is really, conservative with his attacks. They are still like 9 at 5, so remember Borosynth is playing a ton of burn damage spells, so, and this conservative attack can mean that Karochi doesn't have a counter spell in hand. We will see how Casotto plays out.
Now Casotto life is virtually 11.
Yes.
That's great. How many gates from the left side? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9?
Yes.
This means that there is no creature passing that can be like just one strike. So you have to increase the number of gates, or better the number of basilisk gates.
Yeah, but I think like he can just attack with one creature
at the time.
Yeah, I think he has enough time to build a position, and eventually, if you end up drawing another basilisk gate, this game is basically over, right? So I think Carocci targeted a Squadron Oak, and Casotto responded with Foundry Helix. It's like Prismatic Strand is being cast and probably naming red, so the Squadron Oak can actually attack. Yeah, so back to 9.
In this pot, do you think that sacrifice Lambas is better than a land? I think they missed the Lambas trigger.
Okay.
Yeah, they have to shuffle.
Okay, that's sad, but we can't really I remember like yesterday there were various missed actions. So yeah, last one, and then we top 8. So this is the last round, and then we cut to the top 8. So some actions must be interrupted immediately. So if a player plays to land, or if a player miss the draw step, you have to remember it. Like you have to interrupt the game and remember it. But if a player just miss an action, like miss a trigger, both players should be like they have to agree on putting the trigger on the stack. It's a responsibility of your opponent to say, yeah, for me you can put it on the stack. Now, I mean, the only thing that a player has to do it are the I'm pretty sure about this, are the actions that are state-based action. But I'm not super sure about this. S2 or is a wording that is the opposite of may, but if you forget the trigger, I think you still forgot the trigger, right? So that's it. Ooh.
But in this spot the only target is the sacred cat,
and also that's the cleric, right? But also like he can start to sacrifice. That's an enabler for something else. So if you draw an icon or something, and also it's another blocker. So I'm very curious how
actually
he pans it out.
If the sacred cat attacks, also pumped, you can just block, sacrifice a stone or rock, and avoid the life gain ability of the sacred cat.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, in fact, Carocci is just attacking with a flyer. So Casotto ends up being at 1 life. Will he be able to bounce back from this position, or the game is over, I think.
Is this Skyland? Nice.
I think it's a Skyland.
Yeah.
Just gain 1 life land.
No. Oh no, it's like the one you tap 4 to scry 1.
Oh, okay.
It's really good in my game.
Yeah, but I'm not sure he has access to another turn.
Yeah.
So Carocci has currently 5 creature, and the gate. We see from his hand he has a brainstorm. So okay, so So talking about brainstorm, we might have a special guest after this game. Looks like a removal for the only flyer left in the Casotto's board, and now Carocci has access to free creatures, free attackers. So this is game over, and Colgate take the first round. Looking, we are taking a peek at the deck list. So from Carocci's side, from the blue-white Colgate's side, we can see probably some blue elemental blast coming in the main deck, and also probably hydroblast. I'm not sure about anything else. So he has a coalition on our guard that I have to Google. Yeah, maybe that's a card that is supposed to be played in the deck, but I'm not super familiar with this card. What do you think about coalition on our guard? The Mango's list, you can find it on his Twitter, and generally speaking, on we showed him in the first turn of the tournament. So just go back to the VOD. Coalition is against other ragazzi, against other Gates player. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but also being 2-4, it might be interested in like versus lightning ball decks, but we will see. And also, I think the weakest card in this list are probably Cast into the Fire. It's not very good versus Borosyn. Or is it good? I don't think so, right?
Versus Borosyn?
Yeah, it's medium. I don't know.
Only 2 casts on the fire doesn't give you the critical amount of removal to nullify the card advantage of Borosyn.
Sorry,
oh.
There is a bit of okay. So we have a
hi
guest. Hello.
Hi everyone.
Take the microphone.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll let you introduce yourself and your artwork.
Hi, I'm Shivan. So if you follow the Paupergeddon, you probably already knew it. I am an art worker and a restorer. I'm an artist, and I'm here since 2017.
Since the beginning.
Yeah. And here I am.
Sure.
I'm Shivan.
What do you have in hand?
This is the card for the winner of the Paupergeddon. So the first one will win this card that I've made especially for this tournament. So maybe I can show it like this.
Yeah. So it's a special card, Lord of the Ring themed.
Yes.
The winner, that's 1 out of 1, so very similar to the one the wizard is putting in these boosters.
Of course, I will never paint this again. And is a brainstorm that I've made with Sauron and the elfic writing on the ring. And yes, it's a one-on-one.
Okay.
So the winner of the tournament, I'm really happy that today it will be played the top 8 because we finish early in the day. So this is pretty cool. This is why I've made just only one. And I've made it really, really detailed. So I spent a lot of time on it because usually I made 4 cards. So they can split it in the top four like in the past event. And now I've made only one, so only the winner will have it.
Yeah, that's incredible. And also, like, you know, we talked about Brainstorm is one of my favorite cards and one of the most impactful cards in Pauper. So I'm very happy to be here with you with this wonderful Japanese Brainstorm.
I'm sad you cannot win it because you're here.
Come on.
Don't play the top 8 was a bad habit. We try to fight every way.
Yes.
No, this is amazing.
Okay, so
goodbye. Thank you so much for having me. Bye, chat.
Ciao.
Thank you for the compliments. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the microphone.
Lascio te. Ciao. Dina, sei fantastica.
Okay, so looks like we are just back to this me match. That's a very important match because this is the winning for one of those two players. Looks like Casotto started with a Glint Oak, while Carocci is playing a Squadron Oak, so it's a mirror of birds, but Carocci has his most important card of the deck, the namesake card, the Basilisk Gate, and it looks like now he's looking for other friends of the Squadron Oaks, other Squadron Oaks. Very curious how we end up, how many cards he will tutor, because he will go to discard, I think. So let's see. Yeah, that's a very, very wonderful brainstorm. I am sad I can't play to win it, but I also like the flavor of the brainstorm. That's Lord of the Rings. Ooh, so this card went twice to discard, but he discarded 2 cards that interacts from the graveyard, and that might be a smart choice. Lembas?
All caps.
About the War Ring, it looks like someone yesterday opened it in Brazil, but it
really?
looks like, yes, but it looks like it was a fake. It was a fake news.
Okay.
But you know, maybe like I have various, I am in various Discord groups, so this seems real, you know. Like he posted various stories from the pre-release. Okay, now we cancelled his Instagram account. Looked like it was a fake news, but yeah. So make sure to play pre-release events to support your local game store, because you might end up cracking
to become rich.
Yes.
Open a booster.
And also, like, I was here. I came here with my friend Federico, and we were talking about that. Like, we were scared about saying, "Yeah, you opened this card because it costs so much, so someone can really do crazy stuff to have it." You know, it's like that's
one-on-one is something that never happened in this game. So before this, Black Lotus were one of the most iconic cards for the rarity. Okay, I think that this will change this game.
Yeah, it's basically an NFT.
Compared to Icon Westprint, what the ring? No,
the Lembas.
Just kidding. I know.
But yeah, I almost play Modern. I play the format often. I love it, and I think the One Ring as a card, like the actual One Ring, is a very powerful card in Magic. I will see it played in Modern for sure, and maybe even in Legacy. I think the card is very, very strong. We will see though. For the only common format, we see Casotto again. The Casotto plan is simple. It just tries to go straight to the face, tries to attack and to close this game as quick as possible, since Carocci can really dominate the mid-late game, as we saw before. So Basilisk Gate is a way to kill Casotto. Also life gain due to the Sacred Cut and also the Guardian of the Guild Pact, being able to basically being X-proof and unblockable.
Can't wait to see Postman show up.
He didn't gain life with Helix because I think he prevented the damage with the Prismatic Strands. So he should still gain life, right? I'm not sure about this ruling. But if you think...
Yep, it not depends by the damage done.
Okay, so our very efficient casting team is stopping the game to remember Casotto to gain life. I think it's not a trigger. It's not something you can't miss, because it's part of a resolution effect. So if you assume the damage, you also gain life. too many basic land cards for Carocci? Good question. He's playing 1 plains and 3 islands. That's it. I'm pretty sure that he's wrong now, so it should be at 24. But I am not sure. So we will see the resolution. Yeah. Now we are. I think they stopped the game to listen to the judges. So a lot of very effect interactions, and also they're playing with a very high pressure, because the winner of this ends up in the top 8 of the tournament. So that's a possibility of winning a ton of money, and maybe to win the Shivan Altered Brainstorm 1 of 1, and also it's the 5th turn of a very tough tournament. They both play grindy decks, so it's kinda easy. They start missing things, and I think they are talking.
Yeah, all correct.
We are currently fixing this issue.
Are you sure that he sacrificed an artifact?
Yes, then I checked.
Okay, so that's perfect.
They are moving their hands real fast.
that was the only prerogative today for life.
Yes. Okay. So they are probably discussing still with the judge. They are reconstructing the game, I think. So we will see. So since the life hasn't changed yet. Sorry about the noises in the microphone. We are trying to fix that right now, because a Foundry Helix was put on the stack, but Carocci responded with Prismatic Strand, and Casudo didn't get live. So they are, I think, managing to resolve this situation still. What happened again? Someone like Foundry Helix, gain life is mandatory no matter if the damage are prevented or not. I think someone is picking up the card to read it. So Foundry Helix versus Prismatic Strand. Casotto missed the 4 damage, but it can be missed because it's a part of a resolution spell. So they are talking with this judge. So let's create some conversation in the meantime. Someone in the chat asked if you think the format is balanced, or if you are liking the format. We already talked about that. What do you think?
I think that the format right now is pretty balanced. Maybe there's a lot of hype on deck like Boros, but I think that it is the right counter deck for oppressive archetypes like monasteries with Swift Spear based deck. Also, Altatron can interact good with Boros, so there is that kind of trinity that permits a quite balanced top tier decks, I think.
Okay.
So my final answer is yes.
Okay, the metagame is balanced for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that the top tier are balanced, so I think yes, it's a balanced meta right now.
Yeah, I think me and Aureliano already talked about that, and we agree with your view. I think there are no oppressive decks like in the old Affinity
not
or
oppressive
Storm.
strategies and game plans. Of course, we saw a lot of Boros deck in this tournament, due also to the hype of Mengucci post before the event.
Looks like they back to deck list. The deck list should be on the screen on the Cardboard Live extension, but looks like sorry, it's not exclamation point meta. It's exclamation point meta game or meta share, meta deck. This is the right command. So in the previous command was wrong. So this is the correct one. No worries, no worries. But in the previous one, Affinity was missing, while Affinity is one of the most predominant decks in this tournament. And looks like they fixed the problem. As we said, Casotto gained for life from the Helix, even if the damage was prevented. And looks like he's trying to apply pressure on Carocci's life total by attacking with his hooks. Okay. So the ruling was gain for life and one warning to both. Remember, if you miss something that is happening on your opponent's side of the field, you get a warning for not maintaining the correct board state. Okay, so that's that's a sacred cat. That's a very cute token. Robin Inspector. Yeah, I think this is the mid-game part of the game where everyone starts to pile up resources and reconstruct the board, and then in a couple of turns we will see the final swings with the Galvanic Blast, Lightning Bolts, and Carocci will answer with the Blue Elemental Blast and counter spells. But that Sacred Cat, if Carocci is able to play a counter spell to protect it, it will gain a ton of life. So he's currently Carocci is having 5 gates, so the cat will attack for 6 life link. It's a very cute token.
Really
yes.
Nice, really nice. You give a token to everyone that beat you.
Yes. Okay. I like this trade. I think Carocci is happy with what's happening. It seems a fair trade, like 7 damage for a creature, but also Casotto is attacking for a ton, so if he has other burn spells in hand available, he can really pressure Carocci's life total to lethal. Looks like another Trouble Inspector, so I like when these value creatures start to become aggressive. So it's 1/2 that create an artifact, and I think Trouble Inspector is a very interesting design. So because it enables Metalcraft, it creates a clue, so it's a card advantage in late game, but it's also a 1/2 for 1, so it's an aggressive white creature. It's a human. I really like Trouble Inspector.
It's to fuel for Foundry Helix, for example.
Yeah, I think I saw this card in various formats, from standard, old standard to modern, to commander, to pioneer. I think the Trouble Inspector guy is really one of the most played card in this current competitive Magic scene. So Carocci is trying to not hide this board of 1/2s and 2/2s.
Best white card in the format? I'm thinking on Ephemerate, for example.
Yeah, I think Ephemerate is busted. But yeah, maybe best one creature in the format. Best white creature in the format, maybe. Yeah. So Carocci is piling up some blockers that let him survive.
Need board presence here.
Yes. 1/3 into 1/2s. It's very interesting, and Casotto can start drawing some cards.
Look at this point. imagine that that don't bring.
Sorry, I missed why I didn't draw from the turn. So he sacrificed a clue, but he didn't. He missed the draw step, right? Chat.
Did you see something?
Can you please ask? Just ask if he sacrificed the clue, and then didn't draw for the turn. I don't know.
Surely there was the clue.
Yeah, there was a clue. Casotto deck list.
They confirmed. Sack and not draw.
Like again, this is mandatory to draw. You can't miss the draw step. I think both players are very, very, tired.
Tired.
Yes.
After only 12 rounds of Magic, maybe more, because I think that both were playing the top Pauper player on Friday.
An aggressive brainstorm. And also, I think, those judge calls incoming one after another are very tough to deal with.
Yeah. We're asking to the chat how's the audio.
So the time extension, I think so. They will have at least 2 quite high time extension. I think they still have something between 10 minutes each. Is the streaming still going for you guys? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, chat, for staying here with us the whole tournament, basically.
For 50 Pauper maniacs. How many followers?
2050.
Wow, we beat the 2000 threshold. Nice.
That's nice. So thank you guys.
Nice. You're amazing. You are amazing.
And as did he miss the draw step? Okay. Yeah, they draw. Okay. So as we were saying before, I think there will be more Pauper stream on this channel in the following days.
Yeah.
So we will be partner with Twitch. So we are trying to make this channel grow as the community. So people from all around Italy and Europe can support this Pauper project.
Yep. Just 1 hour ago, we talked with the Croatia reference of the community, and I think they will be the next and the first, I think, official league that joined Lega per Italia, official first foreign league, Croatia, that will join.
Following the tournament from Tokyo. Oh,
yeah.
Hello. Was the prime
Arigato.
brought to Geddon by Polenta to Boggers good?
I really don't know. I know that there was a lot of Lambrusco, but I think that it was bringed by the Contea.
Yes.
Okay. Contea.
Yeah, I remember that yesterday I saw someone drinking so much wine from a brick. It was an experience, yeah. And also, like, I don't really drink, but the joy and the cheerfulness of the event, like, I started to drink too, and it was amazing. Dai, Tokyo, dai. What about extra time? Do they have some? Yeah, they have. I'm not sure about the time, but they should have enough time. Yes.
4 minutes more
For,
for
for,
the judge.
So
Okay.
let's say they have 6 more minutes. This will be updated soon, I think. Thank you, Dark House. Thank you. There are a lot of people working on this project. So from organizers to caster to the streaming people to judges and also for you community players, chapters, vendors, staff. Thank you. We are building together this great project.
The guys from the food truck.
The guys from the food truck, yes. 6 additional minutes, yes. They got 2 different judge call involving a foundry helix and a missing draw step. So it's I'm not sure it's exactly 6 minutes, but it should be something like that. So looks like Guardian of the Guild pack being put on the stack and on the battlefield and started to attack. So he has 7 gates. So
Mycelium bug pretty accurate.
Yeah, we had some problems, but we managed to overcome everything. So I'm really happy by this event.
Yeah, thanks. First of all, to Quarta Parete that are doing a wonderful job.
And this game is still quite swingy, I have to say. I'm not sure. Like, I was thinking Casotto was able to put enough pressure to Carocci's life total, but I'm not even sure anymore. Looks like a bolt is being put on the stack on Carocci's face. Like, you. Blue Elemental Blast, sure. See the end step for Casotto. And now Carocci being at 6 means a Galvanic Blast plus this Squadron Oak attack is lethal. But also even this attack is lethal, because we know Casotto has a Lightning Bolt in hand. So Carocci is down to 3. And his Lightning Bolt is lethal. Okay, so this is the final round.
Yeah, don't worry, there's not a lot of players here.
1-1, and this is a terrible result for both of them, because it looks like neither of them will access to top 8. So I think someone will scoop to the other one. Yeah, I hopefully someone realize conceding is beneficial for both of them. So I would personally concede. I don't care about the money. But a draw for both of them is terrible. So you know, please concede me. Yes.
I think that you cannot ask your opponent.
Yeah, you can ask. Yeah, of course you can. You can ask, like, you can say, please concede me. I will give you 500 euros.
This is bribery.
Yes, that's bribery.
You cannot do this.
I can ask you to concede.
Only to concede.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, of course. A draw is bad for for both here.
I think the best, but the thing is, since they aren't
Italian arguing.
since they aren't even started the game, like we can't discuss board position.
Rimischiato un chierico, un Dombriga chierico nel suo mazzo, provando a leggere eventualmente. Sì, Carocci ha un chierico, un Dombriga cleric dell'altro giocatore.
Prima che si menino. So hopefully,
yeah. A lot of mamma mia,
please concede. Yeah, we sent Valerio to the stage to see that everyone gets his cards.
Yeah, I think they didn't do it.
I think you can ask your opponent to concede, or you can concede, but you can ask for money. Of course, that's bribery.
Money or split the eventually kind of price.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. This is literally
I mean,
bribery.
you can ask for a split, but it should be done before. And remember, if you want to do this thing with splitting, please talk with the head judge of the tournament. Ask the head judge what's the correct behavior and the correct terms you can say, because being disqualified at this point of a tournament is a huge loss. You play 12 rounds and you get disqualified. It's terrible. Also, remember to talk exactly with the head judge.
Yeah.
Because a floor judge can say a ruling that's completely unreasonable for a judge, and the judges are different one from the other, because this is something political, this is something not allowed from wizard, so it's a very, very important rule. So talk with the most important judge in the room.
Every time.